Hey guys, video 4 here. So I just went over what genetically modified salmon means, and I went over that human food chain just means that we should be able to eat it. And then I talked about how this was a real thing, right? And how the issue, the ethical, remember that means right or wrong, the environmental ethical issue in this article is true. It's a true event. I'm going to start to read. What is for dinner? The choices for our dinner continue to evolve due to modern technologies and new information about health. One way the undesirable genetics of edible plants and animals can be changed over time is through the process of artificial selection. Oh man. Okay, so here we go. One way the undesirable genetics of edible plants and animals can be changed over time is through the process of artificial selection. All this means is that the things that we don't like about our food, we can change if we are able to change the animal's genetics, meaning change their genes, right? So say there's a certain fish that's too fatty, and we don't like it because it's too fatty. People won't buy it. People won't eat it. If we can figure out all the genes in that fish, and we can change them, and change specifically the genes that make it fatty, and then start producing them not fatty, then we could sell them and eat them, right? So it's changing the not good traits about an animal or a plant and making it so that they have better traits, right? All right, so this is a form of selective breeding. Artificial selection involves agriculturists selecting plants and animals that have the most desirable traits for producing our food and breeding them so that all of the animals born in future generations will have those desirable traits. That is your answer, guys, to the first question. Can I highlight that? Bam. Bam. I should have forgot the A. Oh, oops. No! Hold, please. Wait for it. And bam! Alright, so this is your first answer. If you're like, wait, what question? Where am I? I don't know. I am second part of assignment for week 2. What is artificial selection? You are going to take what I just highlighted, guys, and you can legitimately copy it. Bam! And put it. Bam! Done. Doing things online, it's amazing. All right, so I just want to explain what this means, right? So artificial selection involves the people that are making our food, right? The people that are producing, growing our food. Artificial selection involves these people selecting the plants and the animals that have the best traits. So if we're talking about that fish, no fat, perfectly lean, super yummy. They're making fish with the best traits, and then they're like getting rid of the fish without the good traits, right? So they're taking the most desirable traits for producing our food, and then they're breeding the most lean fish with the most lean fish. So say we have one fish that doesn't have any fat, a male, and we have another fish that doesn't have any fat, a female, then we're going to breed them together, and then hopefully they make fish babies that don't have any fat. Oh man, that makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. So you have one animal, one of each sex, that has really good genetics. They're really good for whatever reason. Let's talk about a cow. Maybe the best meat comes from the strongest cows, right? So you you breed the strongest male cow with the strongest female cow, and then their baby cows are going to be like some of the tastiest beef we have, if a strong cow actually makes good beef, right? See how that works? And then they just keep breeding the ones with the best traits, so then eventually the ones with the not so good traits, they don't last. Right? Because only the strong traits are breeding. So then we're getting the best possible food. Alright, I'm going to stop here. Peace!